Hello and welcome to another map review, and we are going to be looking at this map, Lonestar FS17, which is actually version 2 of this map. Version has been knocking around for a while. It's been reviewed by loads of people, but this one is literally out this week. This is version 2, and thought I'd better give it a shot because I don't think I actually reviewed the version 1. So let's kind of get ourselves set up, and we are going to have our normal stuff. The map does have chopped straw, so we're not going to enable it now because we're not actually going to really do anything on the map. But if you are playing this map does have chopped straw set up, so it's a mod that you might want to grab. So there's the chopped straw for harvesters, and there's also the direct seeding mod for chopped straw as well, so I'd recommend those two. So let's hit start and take a look at the log. That's not seen that before. We'll take a look at that in a second, but we don't seem to have any errors. But let's kind of scroll through and see what that is all about. So kind of looking through any errors, we don't have anything. I'm not sure what that is, but there's some random stuff in here relating to the crops. I'm not sure what it means, what it's all about, but yeah, we will jump straight in. So I am going to set up flight mode, and we are done with the console. So Lonestar is the map. For those that don't know, Lonestar is a term that is used to describe Texas in the US. Texas is known as the Lone Star State. Memory serves, and I'm English, so correct me. I think it's got something to do with the fact that basically at one stage Texas was technically a country, but I'm not sure. There was this whole thing where basically for a while Texas was a country. As a kind of an aside almost, here in London, basically there is actually a building near Trafalgar Square which was the Texas Embassy at one stage, and I think there's actually a placard outside. It's now actually a bar, but or at least it was last time I went past it. But it is well, it essentially was the Texas Embassy here in London, when Texas was essentially considered to be a state of its own right, in its own right, as in a country, not as in a state in the US. So this is a Texas themed map. It is apparently based on an area southwest of Deport, Texas. Here we have the farm, and we have our Texan flag. So let's take a look at the map first off, and as you can see here, we've got some what appear to be some pretty big looking fields, which have interesting shapes. I would say they're not all square, although there are a couple of sort of squarish ones, as in 14 and 1 is pretty square, and 9 is not that misshapen either. But then you start to look at some of these others, and they are a little bit odd shaped. We have a total of, I think, 17 fields. We have standard fruit types on the map. I'm just going to kind of turn this off. So what we have here in terms of fields you own, you start the game with field 1, field 2, and field 3. And the rest are open to, well, whatever. Let's have a look at the selling points. We have a grand total of 8 selling points, including a spinnery, a couple of mills, and so on. There isn't, I don't think there is production on this map, so there's no kind of production items there to sell. Let's just take a quick look at these. There's nothing interesting in there. No animals to start off with, but the usual suspects in terms of animal husbandry to do. The farm has a 350,000 litre storage capacity on the silo. Let's head back to the map. So we are down here. The kind of main farm yard is this area here. So we'll take a little wander around and have a look at everything. As you can see, our pickup truck is here. Our farm is there. We've got some nice looking light fittings there, kind of cool. Chicken coop is right next to the house, and we're kind of stuck on that. I didn't want to get stuck on that. Let's take a walk down here and have a look, see what we've got. So this looks like the sheep. So nice little sheep pasture. Here we have all fenced up, feeding troughs on the edges, and a couple of trees dotted around. We passed as we ran down the kind of drop-off point, I think, for the wool, or was that the loading point for the animals? It was one of the two. Actually, it could have been both. That's the animal dialogue, so this is going to be the wool spawn point. Okay, so we've got a nice little hut here. Doesn't seem to have much to do other than just look pretty. We've got a storage shed here. Oh, we forgot to do something, and actually we'll just do that now. We will look at the equipment. We forgot to do that. So we have a case 1455 XL. We have a case Puma CVX, a case Magnum CVX. So this is an American map, so we have American equipment. We have a JCB, a 435S. So actually a Brit has made it onto this map with a, so that was a wheel loader, and we've got the log fork for the wheel loader. We've got a Phoenix 6x6 agro truck and a TX415 barrel core semi. So we've got two semi trucks there. We have an axial flow 9230, which is, let me just have a look here. This is, I think, the biggest of the case axial flows. It's got a 12,000 litre capacity. We've got the HS16, sorry, 12 metre wide Capello sunflower and corn header, as well as the 45-foot Draper header for the combine. We have a Flegel tipper trailer, the 47,000 litre variant. We have the Tiger 10 LT cultivator from Horsch, and we have a Maestro 12 SW seeder. This is the seeder that does sunflowers, soybeans, corn and sugar beet. We have the Amazon Condor 15,001 seeder. I'm not sure if this one actually needs you to cultivate. This one is a direct seeder, so you don't need to worry about the cultivation. We have a Brendel K165 fertilizer spreader. That's the one with the 20,000 litre capacity. We have a Lely Tiger XR75D forage wagon. That has a 42,000 litre capacity. We have a Metaltech PP20 Arga wagon. It's a 28,000 litre capacity. It's actually kind of small, but yep, we have that. And we have a Lizard pickup truck. We also have this guy here, which is a saw for logging. You hook this up to the front or back, actually the back of a tractor, and you can go and cut down trees. And we have the Flegel timber runner. Actually, this might, yeah, I think this is. I just had this thought this might actually clip onto the front of the wheel loader. But it's the DFM TR 3200. Okay, so back to the runaround. We have this nice looking water pump here. It's kind of very American-esque. We have the pigs, slurry, manure, animal dialogue. Somewhere we will have a little trough for them to be fed. The piggies get their water here. They get their food over here too. So there we have it. Now we have our, this is our silo. I think drop-off point is here. And pickup point is there. It's quite a big thing, and it's got a, we've got the stars and stripes there on the top of the thing. This guy, I'm not sure what that is. Okay, that is solid fertilizer. I think that's the actual point you can fill up from. It's not a storage location. This is your seed, and this, I guess, is your liquid fertilizer. I'm guessing Cargill are a brand of fertilizer, and Pioneer is your seeds. Fertilizer brand. Right, we have a shed here. Now let's go and have a look inside. I think this is a door. It's a very big door. Okay, so we have the door. We have a basketball hoop for those that want to play a bit of shoot some hoops, as it were. I'm hoping I can maybe get a basket. That was terrible. Sorry. Ball's running away from me. The floor's definitely not straight. And throw. And it went over the top. As you can see, I'm terrible with basketball. I haven't played basketball since I was at school. So this is our shed. We have got a bunch of equipment in here. Tractors, seeders are in here, combine, auger wagon, and one of our semis is in here. We've got this thing here. I'm not sure what this, I think it's just a little storage thing, but I don't know if we can put anything on it. This is a customization shop for vehicles. Okay, so we've got the pigs, we've got the sheep, there should be some cows somewhere. We've got another little shed over there in the distance, which has got our fertilizer wagon, it's got one of our seeders, it's got our semi trailer for tipping, and it's got it's got the header for the combine. This is the slurry and fertilizer, manure pit for the cows. Our cows are in here. We've got a little cattle grid. I do like it when people add these things because it's very in keeping with you know, many farms have these. So this is cell dialogue for the animals. You've got our I'm guessing this is where we put our TMR. Somewhere around here we'll have a place for water, I guess. Water and grass go over there. Now we have another water pump just here. I do like these water pumps, they look pretty cool. It is kind of cool, and even got water basically streaming from the thing, although it isn't moving. We've got a nice little pond or lake, and we have fishes in it. That is actually kind of cool, and a duck. I didn't see that duck. That duck is cool. We have a duck and we have fishes. Isn't that sweet? That's pretty neat. Okay, so have we covered everything here at the farm? That is the $1,000,000 question. I think we have. Yes, we have, because we're right down here at the bottom of the map. So there is a fair bit of grass around. You know, we can see here there's a good bit of grass on this area here by the pond. That extends out to field 3. I'm guessing there's a bunch of, there's going to be grass on the other side here as well. This kind of almost huge lake. I'm not sure what this is here. I understand there may be spots on this map for placeables. So we're going to take a little tour around the map now. We'll go sort of we'll go clockwise actually, and we'll actually start here at the Lonestar farm supply. We will take to the air as well as we go around the map, because as I say, there's a few bits that look like they could have stuff on them or be useful for stuff to be placed on them. So let's take a look. So let's visit the Lonestar farm supply. Lonestar farm supply is basically a sale point. You've got your seed and fertilizer sales, and also you have a what looks to be a straw sale point. We've got a little shed here. I don't know if we can get in it or not. Yes, we can. I should apologise if you heard in the background earlier the sort of scratching from the dog. She was trying to find a ball. Lonestar farm supply, great stuff. There is a little lot next to it. I'm not sure what this is for. Andronous ammonia. I really don't know what this is. I'm guessing this is a sell point of some kind. I'm not sure what. But it is something we can do. So, next stop, the shop. Let's check out the shop here and see what we've got. Okay, so we've got a nice big building. Mitchell and Borland Case, Texas. So this is our farm supply company, and they specialize in case tractors. Sorry about that. So, farm shop, obviously for customization, purchasing equipment and all that good stuff. Maplefield Mill. This is a sale point. Standard stuff. Drive through sale point next to the fields. And let's head to the gas station. Our BP's gas station. Regular, silver, ultimate and diesel. Diesel's kind of expensive, but anyway. Silver's kind of cheap. Let's head up to producers livestock. So we've got what looks to be a sale barn for, well, straw and the like. I am guessing as well we have here, somewhere around here, a place we can purchase our animals. There we have it. This is actually kind of a nice little model here. What they've done is they've kind of got our animals all in there in pens and such like. And then they've got this gate thing, so obviously you'll drive your truck up here as you're doing your purchasing. And you know, they will have animals pop up. I can't really see inside here, but just trying to get in. And we've got some calves in there. We've got some various cows and bulls and stuff. There's a nice big open lot here. That's where all the animals are purchased. So let's go to Black Cow. Black Cow is, what is Black Cow? It says on there. Compost and cow manure, or composted cow manure. So obviously we can drop off our manure, both liquid and solid. We have, I don't know what this is, liquid manure loading area. We have composted cow manure bags. That's pretty cool. I like the look of those. And then we have manure loading area. Not sure if we can actually buy any of this, but it does look pretty cool. Let's head over here. We've got another gas station, but actually it's got some of our vehicles here. So what we're looking at here. So Richardson Logging Inc. This is Texas Logging Council. So in here we've got a shed and we've got some equipment. There we have it. We actually have our wheel loader with our log attachments on the front. We have the tractor, the Case 1455 XL with the wood cutting attachment on the back. And there we go. And actually, I think this map actually has mud on it, and I just want to test this out. So let's grab a tractor here. Let's attach this. Interesting. I'm just wondering if this map actually has the mud mod installed. I think it does. Yes, it does. So this map does have the mud mod installed. So if you fancy doing a bit of mudding, you might have places you can do it on this map. So here we have a sort of logging area over to here. So let's actually take a look at Richardson Mill. Richardson Mill is pretty much the standard log sale point. So we've got logs going in over there. We have Woodchips over here. We've got we've got this arrangement here, so we can do log sales here too. With this big boy, you kind of bring your lorry up and use that to unload. We've got a little hut here, right on the edge of the map. You can see off into the distance. And what we have is our forest. So this forest is kind of being put down, and we've got various trees to chop down, quite widely sparsed. We've got a little lake here as well. So this entire little area down here is all for logging. I'm also pretty sure this area here is for logging as well. When we get to the into the air, we'll actually take a look at that. Let's go down here and take a look at this gas station. This is another actually looks like another silo. So we're on almost like another farm. Yes, we do. We have a second farm. So we've got a second farm here. What's the sign say? Killock, or I can't pronounce that. Properties, ranches, live water, acreage, and homes. It's up for sale, I guess. We have a silo, and we have a farmhouse. I don't think we can use this. Oh, we can. That's a lizard pickup truck. So, what's next? We have Bryant. Is that Bryant Grain? So Bryant Grain, big grain sale point. Here we have it, right next to the pizza and waffles place. We also have the spinnery, which is just behind the grain sale place, and across the road from the pizza store. Let's take a look over here. We have a fuel station, petrol station, gas station, whatever, and then we've got a grain sale point, another one. This is Goldcrest Pacific Grain. We also have here on the edge of the map, we have a little town here where we can basically, well, we can't really do much. I don't think there's any sell points here. We can sell some eggs and such like, but it's all just the usual sort of bakery and so on. And we've got the road that's going through. And then over here, I'm pretty sure this is actually out of bounds, as it were. Although those trees are actually, yep, that's out of bounds. We can't really do anything, but there are trees there. So this is kind of the bottom here of this tree area. So we've kind of gone around the map and kind of covered everything off. Let's take a look actually. First off, that's one of our vehicles. Let's actually just drop into one of the tractors. A minute. Let's bring up courseplay. And let's check out the field sizes. So, field 1, which we own, is 12.09 hectares in size. Field 2, which we own, is 14.66. And field 3 is 20.71. So, pretty decent sized fields. Up here at the top end of the map, we don't own anything. We've just set up for logging up here. Let's take a look at some of the other fields. So let's take a look at field 5. That's one of the bigger ones close to the main farm. Apparently it's up for sale, which we just have a look at it. It is 17.68 hectares. It'll cost us just over £500,000 to purchase, or dollars or euros or whatever. We start off with £75,000. Just out of interest, I was wanted to check, do we actually have a loan? We do. We have a £100,000 loan. I'm just wondering what that is over there. Is that actually the back part of the farm? It is. That is part of the farm. So actually here we actually, I think, have a storage shed, and we have the silage clumps, which we didn't kind of see when we first looked around the farm. Let's have a look at another couple of fields. So let's take a look up here in the top sort of area of the map. So field 15, right next to a big forest, is 7.84 hectares. It's 114,000 for a purchase. I say, which is right next to a big forest. There's a bit of forest over there in the distance as well. We have sunflowers on this field. What we'll do is we'll take a look, and it's actually kind of here, I think. Let's go and look at, let's have a look at field 13, because it's right next to this area. We want to check that out as well. So that is a 8.8 hectare field, and it costs us £130,000 or thereabouts. We've got some more trees here. We're at the bottom of the big forest. Over there you can see the compost and place, the manure sale place. We have here a big flat plot, which I guess we can use for placeables. So that's kind of set up for placeables, and as I say, we're at the bottom of this kind of first forest area here. Let's take a look now over here. I want to just check out this plot here, and then we'll check out this plot here, see what we've got. I'm not sure. I think that's actually, oh, that's the pizza place. So actually let's go to field 9. So we're kind of on the bottom of field 9. You can see the pizza place there over in the distance. And what we should have over here is a placeables lot. So I'll just run through this field of corn. And yes, we have a nice flat plot here, which is nicely gravelled over, as it were, to place placeables. It's got lights and everything for you. So there's a couple of spots for placeables. I'm going to just pop up here, and I'm going to kind of go north a little bit, and I'll just check out this. This is a bit of forestry, I think, and let's take to the air. And we've got a little bit of forestry around what looks to be a homestead of some kind. Nice little house with a nice little garden, a little rock wall as it were, raised up. It's very posh looking, overlooking the countryside there. So as we're in the air, we might as well get a bit of height on us, and let's take a look around from the air. The fields are interesting. There's no fencing, which is largely. We have little, in the main anyway, dirt roads that interconnect fields, so we don't need to worry about traffic so much on a lot of these. We do have a main road running through the middle there. You can see there over there in the distance, that's our main farm. There are some trees around some of the fields, so potentially that's going to cause issues, but depending on how you orient yourself, you might be able to get away with not worrying about the trees. I said there's a good chunk of forestry on this map, so that's good. As I said, there's a bit of space for placeables. Not a huge amount, but there is a bit. There's another spot over there that I can see, which is essentially... Is that marked on the map? Oh, that's actually the place we were at just before. Now, the thing that I'm actually wondering about is we've got a big lake over there in the bottom. That I think... I don't think there's anything on there we can do. I can see from this distance what appears to be some plots, as it were. Let's just go to the chicken coop and then let's get back into the air. And we should get a closer look. Not have to sort of traverse half the map. It looks like some tents. It looks like a little campsite actually. Yep, it's a campsite in the leisure area. A little body of water. We've got what look to be some caravans or something like that, and we've got some tents. So it's not really something we can use. We've got a nice big grassy area though that we can sort of just mow and make hay and silage from. Our farm is just there. It's pretty close by. And then as I say, we've got this kind of little leisure area here, which is just sort of decoration and for fun. So with that, so the other thing about this map, the fields are not a billiard table flat. They are undulating to a certain extent. There is a kind of a ripple on this map, which is good. It's not that boring. It is based on a real life place, as in the kind of the map maker for this map basically used essentially topology data for a real place to actually build this out, this map. So with that, very nice little map. No production on the map. But there is space for you to do that and add production. But apart from that, it's just a standard farming map. I don't think this is a Xbox compatible map. I think it is a map that is PC only. I'd have to double check. I'm pretty sure that it is a map that is purely for PC. So yeah, with that, hope you found this map review today useful. If you liked this review, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. We've got map reviews, we've got our let's play, we've got our fun bits and pieces that go on, and then we've also got some live streaming. This has been the Lonestar map, version 2. and details for the map will be in the description as per usual. And with that, thank you all for watching, and have a great day, and goodbye.